Tim from Everyday Tactical Vids here, and we're looking at the Kershaw Tension. As you can see, I picked this up at Cabela's, and they run a variety of different prices depending on excuse me, where you're getting them. This one I saw at Cabela's for up to $40 and down to $18, so a huge range there. Some of the details on this knife, as you can see here, the steel is 8CR13 MOV, and the handle is textured G10, limited lifetime warranty. On the back just gives you some of the specs as far as it's a manual open, you have a reversible pocket clip, and it's got a liner lock. So let's take it out of the package and show you what it looks like. Here's what it looks like out of the package. They do, just as a nice little feature, include this to cover the tip of the blade, which protects you from cutting yourself, and also so the tip of the blade doesn't snap. So not every knife company does that, so nice little feature I think from Kershaw. Total length, end to end, you can see is just a little bit more than 7.5, and then your blade length is about 4, and then your handle length, depending on exactly where you measure it, is about 4 as well. The thing I like the most about this knife is the point. I wanted something that could actually pierce better when I had to do some cutting. So as you can see, compared to, I'm going to take out my Griptilian here, you can see it just has a more serious point. Nice wide blade, and that's good for, you know, a variety of uses depending on what you're doing with it. To shut it, obviously, since it's a liner lock, you're going to basically push this thing to the side and close it up, and then to open it, you're going to push on the thumb stud and slide it out like that. Obviously, you can flick it open. It's just my arm is kind of wrapped around the camera here, so that's a little bit challenging to do. Very comfortable in the hand, as you can see where my hand falls. That's true for most of these size knives, you know, an 8-inch knife or so. For me, you know, my pinky is just kind of barely resting on it, but very solid there. Reversible pocket clip, which is nice, and you can see that this one has a little bit of flex. Not a ton, but if you remember me talking about the Kershaw needs work, that was the main issue, the pocket clip. So I'll show you what this looks like to actually put it in my pocket and take it out, and then over the long term I'll use it and let you know how it holds up. You can also see one last thing, got a hole here if you wanted to run some sort of paracord through there. And some people are wondering, it is quite sharp right out of the box. Here it is, opened. Show you that you can close it one hand. And then actually putting it in my pocket, very easy. Compared to the needs work, which was a lot of work to actually get on to your pocket, this guy was easy to put on. And obviously you can take it out and then deploy it with one hand. Here's what it looks like next to my Benchmade Griptilian. Now obviously I just took it out of the package, so I haven't had a chance to use it a lot, but I'll use this as my EDC knife for a while and then close out the review, tell you in, you know, a week or two what I actually think of the knife. It's been about a month that I've been carrying the Kershaw Tension as my EDC knife. A couple of the different conclusions I've come to. First, because of the width of the blade and the width of the handle, it does take up a bit more space in your pocket. You know, so if you've got that and a cell phone or something else in your pocket, sometimes it's just a little bulkier than I would like personally. The blade has kept a nice edge despite some pretty aggressive use. I've used it to cut string, open boxes, and also do some more aggressive things like doing some serious carving of wood, and that has actually, you know, not seemed to dull the blade a ton. I have noticed a difference as far as the length of the blade and the width of the blade. There are advantages to having something a little bit wider like this, but also my Griptilian, because it is a little bit thinner and slightly longer, there are advantages to that as well. So it's kind of give and take. Overall, though, it's been a nice knife. Like I said, has kept the edge on the blade quite sufficiently for my use, and I'll sharpen it up and keep using it as my EDC knife. The reason I first wanted to get this knife is because I was interested in getting something with a wide blade like the zero tolerance knives that are pretty popular, and yeah, I think as far as, you know, having to cut wood or carve or something like that, and also for prying, a little bit wider blade and a little bit shorter, I do find to be useful. Overall, this knife gets a thumbs up from me. And that's pretty much it. I'll get you more information when there's more to share about it as I continue to carry it around as my EDC. Thanks for watching the review. Please like and subscribe, and check back often. We have a ton of new videos that will be coming out in the next handful of weeks. Take care.